Hey, hey, guess what we're making tonight? Yep, you guessed it, a nice sweet treat. We are making a vegan Oreo cheesecake. And guys, it is so good. I think you're going to want to make this every week for your weekly desserts, okay? Let's give it a whirl. We're going to start off by crushing up our cookies to make our crust. I'm using a mixture of Oreos and another chocolate cream filled cookie that I found, okay? So you want to put it in your food processor. You could put it on high or low. The whole mission is to make those crumbles as small as you can because you want it to be a little fine to create our crust so it doesn't fall apart, okay? So this is what it's going to look like when we're done. It almost looks like sand or dirt, okay? So now we're going to pour the cookie crumbles into a bowl, and then we're going to go ahead and add in our melted butter, and we're going to mix it up. You want to keep mixing until that butter is evenly distributed through the cookie mixture. That way, when we go to put it in our pan, everything will stick together. So go ahead and pour your cookies and the butter inside of your pan. And then once you're done with that, you want to get all of them in there. We're going to take a plastic spoon. We're going to start pressing it down. You want to pack it in as good as you can. You want to go ahead and start from the middle and work your way out to the edges. And once you get towards the edges, you want to take your fingers at the top so you can kind of create an edge. And make sure you get in those corners so it won't be too thick right there. Just as I'm doing here. See? There it is. Not perfect, but it's good enough to make your Oreo cheesecake. All right, so let's go ahead and crush up some more cookies. This time we're using a Ziploc bag, and I'm using my potato basher. You can use a rolling pin if you want. It's up to you. But the point is to go ahead and crush them up. You want just some nice sized chunks, okay? Doesn't have to be completely crushed. Just some nice sized pieces. Go ahead and put them in a bowl. And when you're done, we're going to set those aside so we can get started with our cream cheese mixture. Now you want to take your cream cheese, throw that inside your mixing bowl, and then we're going to take our hand mixer. If you have a stand mixer, that's fine. You can use either one. I'm using a hand mixer, and you want to go ahead and mix and whip it real good until it is nice and smooth and creamy. So it does take a little while to get to that point. Go ahead and just keep mixing until you get the texture you need. When you're done mixing, we're going to go ahead and start adding our other ingredients. First, we're going to start off by adding our powdered sugar. Next, our lemon juice, and you can use fresh squeezed or bottled. It's up to you. Then we're going to go ahead and add in our vanilla bean paste. I am using a bourbon vanilla bean paste from Trader Joe's. You can use vanilla extract as well. So go ahead and mix everything up until it is well blended, okay? You do not want to leave any chunks of cream cheese in the corners. So make sure you hit those corners really good and blend it until it is nice and smooth and creamy. This is the texture you should have. Take a look at my picture here, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and start adding our other ingredients. We're going to fold in our whipped cream. I'm using a vegan whipped cream from Truwhip. You can use whichever you like. Now you want to go ahead and fold this in. We're not mixing it with the mixer. Fold it in because you don't want the whipped cream to start getting too liquidy. So go ahead and do a couple folds until you feel like it's well mixed in. And then we're going to go ahead and add in our cookie crumbles that we crunched up. So drop all of them in almost. You want to leave a little bit on the side for the topping for your cream cheese mixture when it's done, okay? So go ahead and fold those in and fold it in really good. That way each area of the cream cheese mixture has cookies in it, okay? So just do a couple folds. Make sure it's really well mixed. And then we're going to go ahead and drop it into our crust. Now I did have the crust in the refrigerator for an hour for the set while we prepared the mixture. Okay, so go ahead and add all of your mixture in there. Start at the middle, and then you go ahead and start smoothing it out to the sides. And voila, this is what it looks like when it's done. You can leave it in the refrigerator for an hour, 2 hours for it to set, and then it'll come out nice and creamy. I let it sit in the refrigerator for about an hour or two so it can set. Then it's all done and ready for you to cut up and eat. Now I'm going to show you how I plated mine. I took a little bit of chocolate syrup and some caramel drizzle and drizzled that on top of my Oreo cheesecake slice. And then I put some whipped cream and a cherry on the side. Hope you enjoy it.